This week on Goofing Off,
I catch them all in Pokegoofs.
Katie crafts a Stygian Blade and create your character.
The gang faces off in Mario Kart Wii.
All this and more on Goofing Off. Welcome back to another episode of Goofing Off. I'm Drew Brown.
And I'm Matt Reed. So, Drew, what have you been up to in this week in between shows?
Well, Matt, I decided to watch an anime, but instead of pulling one from my huge backlog, I found one random one and watched the entire thing, hoping it would be animanga worthy.
Well, was it worthy?
Well, let's find out. Here's my animanga on Nia Under 7. What's going on, everyone? Drew Brown here, back with another absolutely amazing animanga, or AAA for short. Anyway, tonight I have a special treat for you all. Have you ever thought to yourself, I wish I could watch an anime that stars Yukiko Amagi from Persona 4 and Edward from Cowboy Bebop that's made by many of the same people who worked on Serial Experiments Lain? Well, if so, you're in luck, because Nia Under 7 might be right up your alley. Now, before I get into the meat of this weird show, let me give a little background. Nia was adapted from a manga series by Yoshitoshi Abe, who you might recognize as the character designer of Serial Experiments Lain, a show I reviewed last semester. It was adapted by, well, a bunch of people who worked on Lain as well. Working on the psychological brooding project that was Lain was so rough on the staff that the producer Yasuyuki Ueda was like, guys, how about we do the funny manga our buddy wrote about the little alien girl? And thus, the anime adaptation of Nia Under 7 was born. Nia begins with the main character, Mayuko Chigasaki, who's a poor girl that's just trying to make ends meet. She works hard at her jobs and does her best to make sure she just stays afloat. She's down to earth, polite, and honest. Then there's Nia, who lives with Mayu. She's chaotic, somewhat greedy, extremely easygoing, and carefree. These two share an apartment with each other and get into tense arguments about food and even blow up the roof once or twice. When I began Nia, I definitely felt some of the melancholy atmosphere of Lain seeping through the cracks. There's bits and pieces of the overall presentation, but Nia makes itself distinct. Lain has a very open-air feel to it, presenting many wide-open, lingering shots of the empty town, telephone wires, computers, and the like. Nia presents that same open-air feel, but in a somewhat different setting. Nia takes place in the countryside. Many of those open-air shots remain, but they're of the bathhouse or the alien mothership, or just some trees or something. Unlike Lain, however, Nia will reel itself back in with some short bursts of slapstick, usually involving Nia being up to no good. Almost as if to keep the show ungrounded? I think that's a term. Anyway, I personally think these slapstick moments are great and that they help to break up the melancholy moments of the show and counteract Mayu's deep personal moments. Let's focus on Mayu for a second. She's my favorite part of the show. She's just such a relatable character that a show like Nia needs to have. Her deeply personal inner struggles, both with the absurd and with the simple everyday life, are many of the reasons why I regard the show so highly. You're always rooting for Mayu because you can feel for her so well. She takes things one step at a time and hopes for the best. In that way, you can really respect her as a character. She's a great anchor for an otherwise very strange show. Then there's Nia. She represents the wackiness that happens in the world. Remember that alien mothership I mentioned earlier? Yeah, so Nia is part of a group of aliens who crashed onto Earth and are now living amongst the humans on Earth. They can be identified by an antenna on their head. The thing is, Nia has no antenna, so she's considered an Under 7, which is considered the lowest form of her kind. I think the other characters are great too. The father and daughter at the restaurant, Mayu's friend from college, Chiaki, Genzo, and the others of the Enoshima bathhouse are all executed wonderfully and enhance the show's themes and Mayu's character tenfold. While they themselves aren't the best developed side characters around, I still think they're great for this show. They all have their own roles in the plot that make them memorable. The show does have some light social commentary about stereotypes and social classes, but I don't think it's really that important to the main plot. Again, the main themes revolve around Mayu and how she interacts with the world, living in the country versus living in the city, Mayu's self-consciousness, and the value of childhood. Even Mayu's interactions with Nia, the representation of the absurdity of the world, are all things that this show touches on. Nia has some interesting pacing. About 80% of the time, it's a very slow and relaxing show in the way that it helps tell the show's main story. There are many moments when the slow moments are interrupted by a brief slapstick moment that breaks things up a bit. This kind of pacing isn't for everyone, but I found no problems with it. It's just how chaotic the world can be sometimes. Nia, like Lane, is very old. It definitely has aged, but I think it aged like a fine beverage that ages well. The show's plain art style and sometimes choppy looking animation by today's standards make the slower paced moments feel that much better, and the wild slapstick moments way cheesier and goofier. And that's what slapstick's all about, isn't it? The music also helps the show a lot. The opening theme is probably one of the saddest sounding, down-to-earth opening songs I've ever heard in anime. The show has a lot of acoustic guitar that makes the country summertime vibe it goes for shine a lot. All topped off with the ending song that gets stuck in my head on a daily basis. It's no Fooly Cooly, but it isn't trying to be Fooly Cooly either. I think that Nia is a criminally overlooked show that doesn't get enough discussion. It may not be as iconic and interesting as Serial Experiments Lane, but it doesn't have to be. The show is slow, methodic, and mostly relaxed in its presentation. It definitely won't make you cry or anything, but it might teach you a lesson, and it will certainly tell you a really good story that'll leave you satisfied. Nia Under 7 was a doujinshi manga series by the legendary character designer Yoshitoshi Abe. It was animated by the now dissolved Studio Triangle staff in 2000. The anime was directed by Tomokazu Tokoro and Takuya Sato, and produced by Yasuyuki Ueda. It was the final anime by Triangle staff who stopped animation in 2002. For an anime almost as old as I am, I think Nia does have its flaws, but it's definitely worth a watch. Well folks, I guess that does it for this episode of Animanga. If you have an anime you want me to take a look at, crash your UFO into Twitter and tweet me at ZTV Goofing Off with the hashtag Animanga. Until next time, I'm Drew Brown and this has been another wonderful episode of Animanga. Alright, Matt, what's next?
Well, Cameron is talking about Tasha's Cauldron of Everything?
What? It has everything?
I don't know, I guess.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go talk to this Tasha person.
Oh, okay, Drew. Well, here's Cameron with Dungeon Delver up next.
Hello everyone and welcome to Dungeon Delvers. I'm your host, Cameron Blenton, and today I'll be talking about Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, or as I like to call it, Xanathar 2 Electric Boogaloo. Well, I'll be talking about what we actually know for sure and not just some guesses. Before I get started, I gotta say, not crazy about the title. They could have made it a little bit more different than Xanathar's Guide to Everything. Like, come on, Tasha's Cauldron of Mysterious Magics would have been a much better title. But I digress. So, what do we know about the book? Well, it's 192 pages long and contains 4 major chapters. These chapters dig deep into new character options, spells and magical items, group patrons, and various tools for the Dungeon Master. With character options, we get 22 new subclasses, with each class getting at least 1 new subclass. And this includes the Artificer. Granted, 5 of these subclasses are reprints, such as the Order Domain for the Clerics, Circle of Spores for Druids, College of Eloquence for the Bards, Oath of Glory for the Paladins, and a rework for the Blade Singing subclass for the Wizard. Additionally, the 17 other subclasses were shown in Unearthed Arcana material, so that means we can make some pretty accurate guesses on what the new subclasses are going to be and what they can do. Additionally, we know a few of the subclasses that will be in the book as well as what they can do. With the Barbarian, we get Path of the Wild Magic, Sorcerer comes in with the Psionic Mind, and finally, the Warlock gets the Genie Patron. The Path of the Wild Magic Barbarians use magic as they rage, but because of that rage, they can't control it, so it just shoots off wildly and with no control over what that magic will be or what it will do. Some of these include, but are not limited to, Multicolored Light with Darude Sandstorm playing to give you a bonus to your AC. Every time you get hit, a magic fist pops out and punches your enemy. You teleport. Or an enemy that you can see will take necrotic damage and rot. A little. or a lot really, depending on their health. Which is horrifying to think of. Imagine this dude rolls up in the middle of town and just yells, and all the frail, elderly, and young just start to turn to bones and dust right before your eyes. This barbarian has some very interesting features that I'm not entirely sure about. Like, I love randomness, but there's only 8 options for the barbarian, and none of the random abilities are hurtful to the barbarian or their allies. Like, sorcerers of wild magic can accidentally blow themselves up, open a one-way portal to the plane of fire, or 100 different things. But this barbarian is always on the positive side with their wild magic, so I just think that's kind of lame. Then we get to the warlocks and their genie patron. These warlocks have struck a bargain with some variety of genie, or perhaps they released one from a lamp and let it go as long as it granted them some magical powers. This subclass is probably my favorite because of how flavorful it is. This subclass actually has subclasses to it. Never happened before. After choosing that, your patron is a genie. That can be a genie of the earth, fire, wind, or water type. Each different genie gives you a different spell, and that's super rad. Warlocks really are the greatest game of dress up in the world's greatest role-playing game. This subclass also gives you a neat little toy known as a vessel. This vessel is super flexible in its appearance and its uses. The vessel allows you to hide in it for a certain amount of time and gain a short rest while in it. At higher levels, you can actually bring your entire party on for the ride. Warlocks may not be the strongest of classes, but they really are the most flexible and versatile. Next up is character options, which totally changes how players will be playing D&D. In normal rules, each race has bonuses to certain stats. For example, a goblin gets a +2 to dexterity and a +1 to constitution. With this new system, you can actually put that +2 and that +1 anywhere you want, allowing for some more unique characters and some really fun combos. I'm looking forward to seeing a Goliath wizard. And that's pretty much it for character creation. Now for magic items and spells. So far, we have a few reveals thanks to the D&D celebration that was going on. We got those summoning spells I reviewed in previous videos. We also get Tasha's Caustic Brew, Tasha's Otherworldly Guise, Tasha's Mind Whip, and other spells that are yet to be revealed. We also are given new creatures to summon with Find Familiar, such as a baby owlbear, a skunk rat, and a chewinga. As far as magic items go, we get the magic tattoos and some very unique named items like the Demon Nomicon of Igwiliv, which is, the demon name for Tasha. For DMs, we get magical environments to give players some challenges on the road, aside from, being randomly attacked by wolves and owlbears. And finally, group patrons. These are when groups of adventurers work for a very powerful and or rich person, or thing. This part gives ideas for how to work this into stories and make really epic tales with it. And that's pretty much it for the reveals. And rest assured, I'll be reviewing the book as soon as it comes out, or if any new news comes out, or if there's any more leaks. But what do you guys think of the new subclasses? Any idea for what the other subclasses might be? Why don't you let me know by tweeting me at ZTV Goofing Off, and be sure to use that all-important hashtag Dungeon Delvers. As always, I'm Karen Blutton, and I'll see you guys later.
Man, is Drew still gone? We need to do the break!
Matt! Look what I found in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything!
Drew, we're on camera, man. Let's just take it to break.
If you like what you see here on Goofing Off, be sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter.
You're watching ZTV.
Oh, Drew, I know about this game. This game is about the son of Hades, the guy...
Matt, you can't say that. Just say he's the leader.
Okay, well, can I at least say where he's from?
Maybe.
Oh, he's from...
Matt, hold on. It's the underworld.
Well, if I can't say those, what can I say?
You could say, stay tuned to watch Katie make the Stygian Blade from Hades on Create Your Character, up next.
Hey everyone! everyone, I'm Katie Martin. Welcome back to another episode of Create Your Character. Ever wonder what it takes to forge a blade of the underworld? Well, wonder no more, because this episode I'll show you how to make the Stygian Blade from the game Hades. Now let's get to it.
What I'm going to do is make my pattern out of newspaper. I'm going to do this by looking at the reference picture and then using a flat edge kind of ruler kind of thing to make sure I get some straight lines. And then I just cut it out with an X-Acto knife. And we're going to draw on the details, again, just by looking at the reference picture and making it as accurate as I want it to be and adding all the little details that I want to put onto foam. Then I'm going to cut it out of foam. For the base of the blade, I'm using a 5mm foam. So I'm going to cut out 2 of these shapes, and then I'm going to use a rotary tool to carve out a spot in the middle where I'm going to put a curtain rod so it's not all floppy. Then I'm going to heat seal the foam using a heat gun. This just kind of closes up the foam, so the glue that I'm using here won't get all absorbed into it. The glue that I'm using is contact cement. This stuff is really toxic, so whenever working with it, you have to be in a well-ventilated area, and you have to wear a respirator. And I'm just going to put the 2 pieces together and press them down. And then I'm going to use my rotary tool again to kind of sharpen the edges, make them look more like a blade. I also like to wear a mask when I do that because, as you can see, the stuff kind of gets everywhere and you definitely don't want to get that in your lungs. Now for the skull, I'm going to be making the pattern the same way I made the other one. I'm going to look at a reference picture and then just kind of draw on the design. Something for the skull though is, since it's going to be kind of curved, I have to cut these little pizza slice kind of things. And when I glue those parts together, you'll see that it kind of helps form that dome shape for the skull. Using the same kind of contact cement for this stuff, so it's really strong and the seams are really flush and you won't be able to see them. And here you can see me putting those little piece of slice slits together, and I'm going to be using heat to kind of shape the foam the way I want it a little bit. You can see that those little slits definitely helped add some shape. And I'm going to take my rotary tool again and just make sure the edges are all smooth. Now I'm taking an X-Acto knife and I'm kind of carving in the design of the face that is on the skull. I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to cut all the way through the foam. I just kind of want to get a pattern of where I'm going to carve out what this face is going to look like. Now I'm taking my rotary tool and I'm kind of sanding down where I traced out my pattern with my X-Acto knife and kind of adding in those dents and extra effects. Now for the leaves that are on the sides of the skull and on the handle, I'm just going to look at my reference picture and cut out a bunch of leafy shapes. I didn't really make newspaper patterns for these. I just kind of looked at the picture and drew the shape directly onto the foam and cut the foam pieces out. Now I'm going to take my rotary tool again and I'm just going to smoothen down all the edges for the leaves, so when I glue them onto the sword they will look so nice and pretty. For the handle, this was kind of tricky. I took a really thick piece of EVA foam and just cut the long strip and then just used hot glue and went back and forth between hot glue and my heat gun and curled it around the curtain rod part so I had this handle. Now for the little diamond on the edge, I just cut out 2 little triangles, and then I did this special kind of slit down the center of it. You don't cut all the way through the foam, you just make 2 cuts, and you hold the knife to the side, so you end up having this kind of triangular dip in the foam, and then you do this so when you fold it, you'll see this really defined diamond looking kind of shape. Then I just hot glued them together and sanded down the edges. For the bottom piece, I just traced directly from the triangular shape and then put a hole in the middle of it and then glued it to the bottom. To add some extra details to the skull, I used foam clay. This was probably the most difficult part, but it really wasn't overwhelmingly difficult. It was just a long process of doing the clay, looking at the picture, and moving it around. So I'm mixing foam clay with water so it kind of blends into the foam of the skull really, really well and kind of seamlessly looks like it's part of it, and I didn't just add foam clay on top of it. Now for the details on the blade, I'm using a wood burner, and I'm using this ruler so I get some really straight lines. And again, I just kind of looked at the reference picture and saw the little arrow designs, laid out my tool, and then went along with the wood burner. I also went around the edges of the blade because the blade does have this little divot kind of thing that goes around it. Next, I used Plasti-Dip to seal and prime the blade so I could start painting. Then I painted the whole thing white so it would be easier to put the colors on top. I used a mix of acrylic paint and then this other stuff is called FX paint. You can kind of see the label here. It's specifically for EVA foam and like cosplay kind of projects, and as far as I know, this is the first kind of paint that exists for these kinds of projects. This was my first time using it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The red that you saw in that last part I felt was a little too bright, and then looking at the pictures, it does look like the blade has almost like different kinds of red that kind of swirl and mix in with each other. So I took a darker red and went over it with the really, really bright red. So in this part of this video, it does look a little bit darker. That's because I went over it again with a darker, more kind of maroon color and mixed it in with the really bright red to kind of make it look more swirly and magical. For the runes that are on the blade, just using really bright green acrylic paint, looking at the reference picture, and putting them on there. Now I'm taking a paper towel and putting some black paint on it, and then I'm just kind of dabbing it around the leaves. And this kind of helps add another kind of magical looking weathered texture kind of look. And here's the Stygian Blade all finished.
I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you've got questions, feel free to tweet me at ZTV Goofing Off with the hashtag #CreateYourCharacter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Create Your Character.
Well, Matt, let's leave.
Okay. Have a break while we leave.
If you like what you see here on Goofing Off, be sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter.
Hello and welcome back, my fellow rocket scientists,
My fellow epidemiologists,
My fellow primatologists,
fellow neuroscience enthusiasts,
fellow historians.
Today's episode is going to be a blast because we're talking about volcanoes.
I'm going to be talking about defibrillators,
Arachnophobia. Colorblindness.
yawning,
synesthesia,
The reign of terror.
Now you know.
Now you know.
So go out.
go out,
enjoy life,
and stay curious.
You're watching ZTV.
Matt, what happened out there, man?
It was a massacre. No prisoners were taken. Only lives. Only friends.
Oh. Well, hopefully things go better this time. Let's check out Pokegoofs up next.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode of Pokegoofs.
Welcome.
We'll explain in a minute, but welcome back to another episode of Pokegoofs. If you watched our episode hasn't come out yet, but if you watched our last stream, you would know that we both had some good times. We lost our starter, not really a good time, but more of a bad time, but we don't want to talk about it.
A terrible time, in fact.
We got 2 gym badges, and I think we're on our way to get some more.
So Matt and I have made a competition out of our random guessing. So if we guess the correct generation that the Pokemon that's about to be sent out is going to be, that's 1 point. If we guess the type, that's 2 points. We changed that because we realized that guessing the letter that it starts with is much harder.
Yep.
And then if we guess the exact Pokemon, 5 points, which is probably terribly under what it should be, but whatever.
And Kyle, what are the current point standings?
The current point standings are me with 6 points, you yourself, Matt Reed, with 10 points, and then Dean with 7 points.
And we've actually decided to change the Dean name to guest. So if we ever have another guest, those points will still count.
That,
we'll just
no.
pick up where they left off. Yep, I already did it. It's already in the episode. That's what it is, Kyle.
Yeah, well, I have the marker.
Well, it's my whiteboard and my marker.
Well, we're never having another guest.
We may or may not be having another guest, and if so, we'll keep picking up that tally.
We also have some random funny bonus points.
Well, what are we doing today, Kyle? We're gonna go to the third gym. We're gonna go do something.
Yeah, we're gonna go to well, we have to go to the forest.
Do we
so
heal?
yeah.
Are we healed?
Yeah, probably. Well, eruption would probably kill it.
Let's
if you want to
try.
take that risk.
Yep.
Oh, well, goodbye, Bucks.
Come on, dude!
Goodbye!
2 sacred fires in one game. 2 sacred fires in one game.
Bugsnax is gone!
I loved Bugsnax!
Well... Oh, who's it gonna be?
Well, guess. Normal.
No.
Oh, okay. Drew!
He's back!
Wait, I don't know if we can make him Drew. I don't know if... Look, Drew deserves a fully stage evolved Pokemon.
Yeah,
And if we catch this Pokemon, I just don't think in good faith we can call it Drew.
Baby Drew.
Little baby Drew.
Baby Drew. He's knockoff. Bro!
Okay,
Throw
all right,
the ball!
all right.
Throw the ball right now!
Okay. Oh, we should have got more Pokeballs.
He heard us talking smack. He was like, oh, you know what? No. You know how this works. We named our Nidoking after Drew. Drew was the producer of Goofing Off at the time.
By the power of Nicholas McFadden, I summon thee to thy rightful home in this Pokeball to lead our team to glory beyond comprehension, to defeat our foes and make them eat shorts. Throw it! Throw the ball! Now wiggle. Now wiggle again. Wiggle thrice. Now click.
Yes! Maestro Kyle calling it out. Nick McFadden.
Yes, there we go.
Okay, I always panic that I'm
His
gonna...
Royal Highness King Nick! Go to lowercase. What are you doing? Quick to flee?
I think not.
I prefer strategic retreat. Come see us anytime. Anytime you want us to look after your dead Pokemon.
I'm just handing your corpses.
Just toss the corpse over the fence. It'll be fine.
Alright, Kyle. I guess we'll just leave in solemn sadness, and nothing again will ever make us happy.
He's not going to turn this way.
Nothing will ever make us happy, Kyle.
You know what will make me happy?
Hey, it's Jack! What's
Everyone,
up, man?
wow! Give it up for Jack Stern, everyone! Look at him! Look at him there!
Hiya, Jack Stern.
Wow!
How's it going?
Look at Jack Stern, he's here.
I forgot what we were sad about. Abra, Sandshrew, Dratini. Yeah, it's the same Pokemon.
Oh, no, it says it was them, but it was a different Pokemon once we actually got it. This row is very likely to be at least a number or a multiplier. It's a vault. Here you go. What did we, though?
What did we, though?
I hope it's Abra. We have an
Abra!
Well...
Okay, well, what's he know?
What? Oh, why is his ability slow start? Come on! Give me that.
Will I die from
Well, we're dead.
Why every time? Every
Well,
single time.
goodbye.
You didn't even get to rename him.
Goodbye, Kenny Rogers.
Let's give a point update too.
It's the exact same as it was before.
Awesome.
So, I'm gonna guess her first Pokemon's type is going to be ground. And for her big Pokemon, it'll be a Magneton, Azelf, Slugma.
Huh. Type for the first one is going to be electric.
Alright.
Machoke, Pichu, Lugia.
Alright. Let's go. Alright. Pansy. Oh, you were right! Pokemon itself comes up.
Stephen Osborne just got a lot of experience there.
Frostlass? That's nothing like what we guessed. We got the playing badge. Alright, that's our third gym down.
Hey! Alright, hold on. We have to.
We have it.
What?
Turtwig, Lily, Totodile.
Turtwig, Lily, Totodile. As honestly, anything but Togepi is fine with me.
Bro. Brother.
Moisty Man!
Bro.
I'm naming him Moisty Man. He's back.
Yes. Man. That's how it feels
Man.
right now.
Man.
Man. Mom?
Yay!
My mom. Happy birthday. Again.
Happy birthday. Wait.
The verdant.
We have a full party now.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Matt, want to see what I can do with this pen?
Sure, Drew. I didn't even know you knew any pen tricks.
Oh, I do. First, you take the pen, and then you go like that, and then you go like that, and then you go ah.
If you like what you see here on Goofing Off, be sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter.
The shows are closed, the sound is locked down, and it hurts that you miss the taste of a face melted by bass. Get close to the sound on Lowdown. The guests we acquire are bound to inspire. So as we wait for the time to reunite, now is the time to excite your light.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
You're watching ZTV.
Wow, Matt, things really are going better so far. I'm glad you, Kyle, and your mysterious changing guests were able to pull through.
Well, don't speak too soon there, buddy. Let's get back to more Pokegoofs. We're gonna name them. What about Lemon Cake?
All right.
It's the first thing I saw over there.
All right, let's. By the power of the Acme lemon cake.
Lemon Cake. Lemon Cake.
No, Jack Stern's about to eat Mankey. No. Oh, he's scared.
No way.
Jack
No way.
can't.
Lemon Cake! Here it is!
How many pieces of that lemon cake are there actually? Serious. Juggler serious. Ooh, Matt Reed gets a point.
Yes!
Whoa, yes, that's his Raticate watching us.
Oh,
that's me!
Oh, that's you, dude!
3 points
I'm not
for
excited.
Mr. G.
Suicune raced like a blur right in front of my eyes. I've been chasing Suicune for 10 years, but I have never been this close. I'm choked up. By the way, it's clear to me that Suicune took notice of your presence. Legendary Pokemon has said to come to people only when they recognize the talents.
Oh, wait, Pokemon! We have an encounter! Dragonite!
Whoa!
Good golly!
Wowzers!
Switch, please.
Yes, that would be...
Go to Stephen Osborne.
The big one?
Ord. We gotta name him Ord.
Ord from Dragon
Dude, this
Tales.
is Ord. Absolutely Ord.
Yeah, you know what?
Let's try a Pokeball.
Simple sweet right now.
Let's try a Pokeball on Dragonite.
It's gonna work.
Come on, Ord. Let's go.
It's gonna work! A Pokeball! The first try! Ord! We got Ord, dude! We got Dragonite! Remember how we were upset we didn't get Dratini earlier?
Yeah.
There it is!
Go!
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. That is why we play this game. That is why we do this.
Wow!
Yo, imagine if we had to play Emerald.
Bro. The saddest timeline. Engineer Liliana.
What do we got for the first one?
Altaria! Jack was correct.
Jack. Oh!
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Man.
I'm doing it. Ord!
Ord.
Please. As long as he doesn't have a dragon move, we should be good. And he's dead, it doesn't matter.
Alright, so this is the letter.
Yep.
Ord. Mawile. Jack Stern again.
Jack Stern with another, what is that, 3 points.
Yeah, let's see. The guest is at 11 now. Alright, there's a lot of M Pokemon.
Bugs don't survive the winter. Everyone knows that. All bugs are wiped out in the winter.
4th gym down.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh!
Hey. I don't think we should promote it.
If any, yeah.
No!
Oof.
Oh, whatever.
Oof.
Well, we learned it.
Alright, well. Oh! Oh! Wow!
You know what time it is. You know what
It's
time
time
it
for
is.
Jack Stern!
I can't believe I just did that.
Don't worry. Well,
Shit.
Florentino. Engineer Florentino.
Did you tell Matt Reed about my...
Oh no! I was the wrong Pokemon, no!
Wait, but you got 5 points, didn't you?
No, because I guessed it for the second Pokemon.
Oh!
Come on!
You got robbed.
Nice try, idiot. He's dead. Yes.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Okay. That was kind of
Get
stressful, I
out of
guess.
here.
Mortimer.
Zigzagoon. Alright, cool. We were all wrong.
Oogie.
Man.
Oogie time.
Yeah.
What if the gyms like switched their what's it called? Their like dialogues, and he was the one who was crying instead of the normal bed.
There he is.
I almost don't want to fight anybody until I get to him. You know?
I also would like that.
if we do, it's gonna be some. Alright.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. If this Pokemon we get in Lake of Rage, it's not cool. Like if we get into an encounter, we'll just run.
Yeah.
Because. Okay, doesn't matter.
Wait.
We got it.
We heard its cry though. What was that?
I don't know.
Yes!
Whoa, he's pink, dude. He's pink.
Oh, we got Marinette.
Okay, I shouldn't have had Madoka out in hindsight, but whatever.
Oh man, oh man, what are we going to do
He's
about
rock?
Rock flying.
Rock flying.
What are we going to do about this?
I'm gonna hit him with. Should I hit him with Seed Bomb?
Hit him with Shadow Punch. Bro, shiny Aerodactyl. This is amazing. I love Aerodactyl so much.
I'm not
Use
gonna
an
hit
Ultra
him.
Ball right now.
Yeah, I am.
What are we naming him?
Kyle. Kyle G. That's what we gotta name it. Kyle G.
Kyle G.
No, not today.
Will he be Matt Reed?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No! Stop! Jack!
No, dude!
Jack!
No!
He's dead!
No, dude! No! 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 Dude, no!
You're dead.
Jack, you died.
We knew it was coming now.
You're 4 times weak to grass, and he hit you with an
With,
incredibly strong grass move. This is our red Gyarados. This is our shiny Aerodactyl.
Well, you know, it's been a pleasure playing the game. You know, being a Pokemon, it's always been my dream. You know, I'm glad I could, you know, fight the good fight. Gotta catch them all.
Okay, it's Barb. Wow, dude. I really wish I could just release Jack into the wild. Just let him float
We
away.
can.
Yeah, no, not here.
Please make a
Man.
for the actual episode. Please make a Jack Stern death montage, but just throw in some like clips of like old Lowdown class canceled stuff. Even with Swampert.
It'll be done. It's too fresh. It's too fresh.
Who is it? Yay! What
are you doing?
Luxray! This is only good. Well, Kyle G. He's back. Bringing the band back together.
All right, the current scores.
They have not changed.
They have not changed. They should still be on the screen. But in case you're wondering, the scores are Kyle with 9, Matt with 15, and Dean with 11. By Dean, I mean guest, but you already knew that. If you want to follow us on Twitch, our Twitch channel is ZTV Goofing Off. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow us at the same thing, ZTV Goofing Off, using the hashtag Pokemon the Revengeance. Pokemon Revengeance.
Pokegoofs nihilism.
Pokegoofs nihilism.
Use the hashtag nihilism.
Pokegoofs nihilism. Hashtag nihilism. Probably not that one.
We'll get nihilism trending.
Or you know, Pokegoofs Revengeance. Thank you for watching. As always, my name is Matthew Reed.
And I'm Kyle Glockner. Broken,
And,
scarred, but nonetheless Kyle Glockner.
And thanks for watching. A little awkward.
Bye.
Bye-bye! Hey, Drew. I watched ahead a few episodes of the election, and I actually know who wins in the end.
Oh boy, I gotta know. Who is it, Matt?
Actually, it was a surprise turn of events. A third-party one. It was actually the...
If you like what you see here on Goofing Off, be sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter.
We need to break into the vault and steal the Akron After Hours episodes and broadcast them from the comm tower on the roof.
You're watching ZTV.
All right, Matt, Face Off is next. What are we doing?
I think we're doing Mario Kart Wii, right?
Mario Kart Wii? That's the one with the bikes in it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it does. Why?
Oh no. Matt, I gotta go. Give me a minute.
Okay, I don't know why Drew is leaving the set so much this episode. But let's see what Face Off has in store.
Face Off! Face Off! Face Off! Facing off.
All right.
Face off.
We're here. It's Mario Kart. The one per semester Face Off Mario Kart. Nick, you're player one, I think.
I am player one today.
4 players.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oh boy, it's been a while since I played Mario Kart Wii.
We did not seat this optimally.
No, we did not.
Whoa, okay.
The boost. No, turn.
How do you power slide?
Okay. Baby Peach, I'm coming for you.
Leave me alone.
Oh, give me that boost. Oh,
That's scary. Oh, I hit a banana.
Oh, gosh.
Can you shake the remote to go faster?
I think in. Oh no! Wow, Toad is zooming.
I'm over. I'm done.
Okay, these computers are kind of embarrassing us right now. I'm in 12th place. No, we put them on hard.
You put them on hard?
Yeah. What? Sorry, I thought we were real gamers here. I guess we are. I'm a fake gamer.
Ow!
Well,
no, I'm in like 5th place. What is happening? Nick, why did you do this?
Kind of nice with Mario Kart, not gonna lie. That's the whole reason I had to play with.
You just said you weren't good at Mario Kart like 10 minutes ago.
No, I'm not good at the other ones, but I'm like nice with this one.
Oh,
just hustle this.
We should have played Double Dash.
I just got hit by like.
Oh, and
the one that I'm good at.
Okay, is anyone seeing what just happened? I went from 1st to 9th. Well,
that's how it is.
That's Mario Kart, man. Jeez. Wow. That really...
11th place.
Okay,
Katie got 3rd. We're all like, come on, last.
Come on, Luigi. I'm bad. Okay, it's a, you know what? It's a strat to tank at first, so you get the good items. That's just what I was doing. I was playing that, yeah.
Oh, I hit the fireball.
I got it. Where do I get?
Oh, whoa.
Get out of my way.
Oh, I'm sorry. Joe's so nice. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, not too bad.
Yeah. Oh,
that really stunk right there. Whoever lightning is kind of. It's none of us.
It's one of the hard computers. Katie.
Okay, I got one. I got a boost. Honestly, Katie's kind of crushing it right now. There we go. Very impressed. Who's in first? Katie.
I'm in first.
It's over for me.
Oh,
no!
I had to do it too.
I think Wario's hacking.
Joe, I'm really.
Wario's hacking. That's what Wario's all about.
I'm literally stuck. I'm literally stuck. One makes you go backwards, Joe, just so you know.
That's how I found that out when I got stuck on a wall because the nunchuck.
Wow, okay. Peach just passed me. Don't worry, guys. I'll get there. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Joe, bullet.
6th
Come on,
place.
Joe. Not last place. Oh, get there. Nice. 10. That's a win. That's a win. I'll take it.
Crazy. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Katie knows it. I don't know.
I'm not going to do it, but.
Okay, got it. I got it. Oh, get out of my way. It's a strategy, Katie.
Katie says before she gets first for like the 3rd time.
I got first last time.
At all tonight. I'm figuring it out.
Drew's just jealous.
Yes.
He doesn't even deny it.
Toad, hello. Toad's like the best NPC in the game, dude.
Yeah, Toad is kind of
like killing it.
Giving us the business right now.
So forehand, I don't even. Who's Toad? Who's Toad?
No one's Toad. Toad's just an NPC. Oh no, come on. Wow, Katie with first again.
This is my first time getting frozen.
Drew, how did you get in front of me and like that far in front?
Oh, you know, just because I'm a gamer.
I'm a gamer.
Coconut Mall's my course, dude. What can I say? I shop there every day. That's where I buy my groceries.
That's where Drew's fit is from today. He repping the Coconut Mall collection.
Finally, I got first.
Oh no, Joe! No, Joe! Joe! No!
Wow.
Joe!
Katie with first once again.
No, Joe!
I was so close. To be fair, they're on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah, Nick. The hardest difficult.
Okay.
We could have been kings, Nick. We could have been first, second, third, and fourth.
I thought we wanted a challenge.
That's so debatable.
I thought we wanted a challenge. That's on my.
Wow, Katie, first once again.
I'm already challenged enough as it is.
Katie.
Wow. Okay, Nick. There you go. Your cup.
Are you
won.
Are you happy now?
Take your trophy.
I have it.
Well. That was it, boys.
Yes!
I didn't lose.
I'm so good at Mario Kart.
I did not win.
That's the only reason I want to play this.
Yeah, Nick in the chat was like, all right, Mario Kart Wii? Anybody? And then I stepped up against him and said, double dash. And he was like, sure, if any of you have it. And then we played Mario Kart Wii anyway. And Nick won. But
It's the
Joe
only
lost.
game I'll ever win.
Barely.
Joe, by a hair, lost. By one of my hairs.
Yes. Oh, man.
So, we're going to have to cut to Joe.
It's a sad day.
With his bad food. So, we'll see you there, everybody.
Maybe it's a
See you in the food.
This time it's good.
Yeah, maybe
it's good.
It'll be good.
Maybe it'll be good.
This one time.
Yeah. I'm here with Joe. He recently just lost Mario Kart Wii. Joe.
I did.
What happened out there, man?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
It's been a couple years.
It has been a little bit. It definitely has been for all of us. I don't think that's a valid excuse, though.
I do.
Well, I guess agree to disagree. But you will now have to pay the price, which is eating disgusting food. Served by our own Chef Glockner, if you would.
Hey, what's up?
Going?
It's not going to be going good for you, buddy. Joe.
Oh, water. That's not too bad.
I wanna formally apologize for what I'm presenting you today. It's a bad one.
I think I can smell it.
Why don't you go ahead and remove the napkin and take a good gander.
The presentation is nice.
I will say the presentation.
I made sure to spice up the presentation to offset the terrible excuse for food you're about to ingest.
It doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't smell terrible.
Joe,
it looks appealing. I like the colors.
Based on past experience with this, the best thing to do, don't think about it too much. Just go ahead and take a big bite. Just like that. That's a quarter sandwich. Just eat an eighth of a sandwich, just in one bite.
Oh, there's so many sauces.
There are definitely sauces that I will go into momentarily.
All right. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready to.
I've never been more ready.
Are you ready, sir?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Crop it out.
No.
Crop it out.
Swallow it. Just down the hatch, get the water.
I don't know if I heard.
Just you drink the water, man.
I got it.
You don't have to eat anything.
No.
Do you want to know what's in it?
No, not yet.
You do not have to finish that, just so we're clear.
Oh, he has to finish it.
No, he doesn't.
You're right.
I'm not going to make him do that. We have standards here.
Even if that was a rule on Face Off, not for that. I should have given that to Juan on the Halloween Face Off.
Oh my.
Get some water and then we'll tell you what's in it.
Drink some water, buddy. Even Mario Kart losers deserve water.
That last bit.
Was that the sour Skittle that got you? Do we need more water?
I don't have any more.
That's all we got. So.
Why is it spicy?
Well, Joe, the reason it's spicy is because of the ingredients I selected, which include, your standard Chipotle turkey sandwich, as you can see, hanging out right there. Then there was some additional peanut butter. Then the sour Skittles. Then the soy sauce. Then the spicy buffalo sauce. Then the grape jelly, and to top it off, quite literally, the pepper. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry I lost.
Well, don't lose next time.
I just won't play.
That's
poor Joe.
Joe knows.
Joe knows.
That's how you do it. You just don't play face off.
That's the
You
only
can't
way
lose.
you're safe. That's the only way you're safe.
All right, have fun.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yep.
Joe, you're a better man than I. I'm glad you got through that. Just moving forward, either don't play or get good.
Well, Matt, what do you want to do for this outro?
I don't know. How about we list our social media so the viewer can know where to find us?
That sounds good. Remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for extra content. Until next time, I'm Drew Brown.
And I'm Matt Reed, and thank you for taking the time to goof off with us.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm gonna die. Sorry. Only one with my hair every time.
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. Do you want to gain experience in video production, professional social media, or working with real clients? Visit the UA School of Communications online or follow us on social media to learn more. ZTV, make media, make a difference.